Good morning, grade 3. Welcome back to the English class. In the previous class, we learned the story Friendship, which was about the beautiful friendship between a little tree and a peahen and her family. Today, we'll see the exercise from the chapter. I hope that you have all read the story once again. Now, let's move on to the exercise. The first section is to write T for true and F for false for these sentences. So you can see 5 sentences are given here. So based on the story, you have to mention whether the sentences given here are either true or false. You can write T for true or F for false. So the first one, the trees lived happily together. Is it a true statement or a false statement? Yes, that statement is true. So you can write T in the space provided there. Now the second one, the big trees did not care for the small tree. It's a false statement. The big trees loved the small tree. They pampered and cared for her every day. The third one, the woodcutters left the trees behind. Is it true? No, it's a false statement. The woodcutters cut down all the big trees and only left the tiny little tree. Now the fourth one, the peahen became the little tree's friend. Is it a true statement? Yes, that statement is true. The peahen and her family did not spend the night with the tree. It's a false statement. They decided that they will spend the night with the little tree. Now let's see the next section. It is answer these questions. Let's see the first one. You may note down the questions and these answers in your notebook. So the first one, where did the trees live together? The trees lived together in a beautiful land. When did the woodcutters come? The woodcutters came one hot afternoon. Now the third one, what was the peahen looking for? So what was the peahen looking for? The peahen was looking for her family. Now the fourth one, how long did she wait for her family? The peahen had been waiting for one whole day and night for her family. Now the fifth one, what did the birds decide to do? The birds decided to stay the night with the tree and go home the next day. So children, I hope these questions and answers are clear to you. Now the next section is the grammar exercise and this is about the use of adverbs. So here, fill in the blanks with the correct adverbs given in the box. You can see a box here and a few adverbs are given within the box. Following this, there are 8 incomplete sentences given in the exercise. You have to choose the correct adverb from among these to complete the sentences given there. So you do this as an activity now. Please pause this video, complete the sentences and then come back. Hope you are done with that activity. Now let's see the answers. The first sentence, she is a well-behaved girl. She always talks dash. So what could be the correct choice there? Politely. She is a well-behaved girl. She always talks politely. Now the second one, the sun is setting dash. The sun is setting now. I have kept the keys there. The fourth one, the father looked at his son proudly. Fifth one, she dances gracefully. Sixth one, he walked on though his feet hurt. Now the seventh one, we went to his house yesterday. Now the eighth one, she went out for a walk. So children, I hope you got all the answers correct. Now let's move on to the next section. And here the question is to rewrite these sentences correctly with the words from the box. You can see a box there. A few words are given within the box. Following this, there are a few sentences given below. Now you have to choose the correct word from the box to rewrite these sentences correctly. For example, the first question, it is raining. Please play outside. So what could be the correct choice? It is raining. Please play inside. So similarly, you go through the rest of the sentences choose a correct word from the box, from the given box, and then rewrite these sentences correctly. You can do this as an activity now. Please pause this video, finish the activity and come back. Hope you're done with that activity. Now let's see the correct answers. The first one we have already discussed in class. It is raining. Please play inside. The second one, hey, don't go near. Stay where I can see you. The corrected sentence is, hey, don't go far. Stay where I can see you. Now the third one, the question is, the boys are downstairs. They are cleaning the attic. So where is the attic? The attic must be upstairs. So the word downstairs has to be corrected. So the correct sentence is, the boys are upstairs. They are cleaning the attic. Now the next one, fourth one, the question is, Ajay climbed out and started the car. So to start the car, you have to climb in. So the word out has to be replaced. Ajay climbed in and started the car. Now the fifth one, please keep the parcel nowhere. To be say like that, we will ask someone to keep a parcel at some particular place. So the word nowhere has to be replaced. Please keep the parcel there. Now the sixth one, the grocery shop is far away. Let's walk to the shop. So if we have to walk, it should be nearby, right? So the words far away have to be replaced. So the correct sentence is, the grocery shop is nearby. Let's walk to the shop. So children, I hope you got all the sentences correct. Now let's move on to the next section of exercise, and it is the listening exercise. Listen to the poem, then tick the correct option. So I'll read out a small poem to you. You have to listen carefully. Now here you can see choices are given for each question. Listen to the poem carefully and you have to choose the correct word. You have to tick the correct word which you heard in the poem. So let me read out the poem to you. Listen carefully. A flower was offered to me, such a flower as may never bore. But I said, I have a pretty rose tree, and I passed the sweet flower over. Then I went to my pretty rose tree to tend her by day and by night. But my rose turned away with jealousy, and her thorns were my only delight. So children, I hope you have listened to the poem very carefully. Now let's go back to the exercise. Now the first question, you have to choose between the words flower and floor. Which is the word that you heard in the poem? It is the word flower. Now the next one, May or April. So in the poem, it was referring to the month of May and not April, and hence tick the word May. The third one, rose or rice. So the poem was about a rose tree. So the word to be chosen here is rose instead of rice. So tick the word rose there. Now the fourth one, sweat or sweet. So the correct choice here is the word sweet and not sweat. Now the fifth one, free or tree. Which is the correct choice here? So from the poem, you have to choose the word tree. So tick the word tree. Now the sixth one, night or right. Which was the word mentioned in the poem? It was the word night. So you may tick night. The seventh one, jealousy or jealously. Which is the word? The word jealousy has to be ticked. Now the last one, horns or thorns. The correct word to be chosen is thorns. So children, I hope you are clear with these questions. Now let's move on to the next part. This is the spelling exercise, and here you have to tick the plural words that have been spelled correctly. Rewrite the ones that are incorrect. So you can say a few words here. Let's read out the words once. You may read out along with me. Hooves, wolves, scarves, cliffs, cuffs, thieves. Are you able to identify which are the words with incorrect spellings here? Let's see. The first word, hooves. The spelling is correct. The second one, wolves. Is the spelling correct? No. The correct spelling is W-O-L-V-E-S instead of F-S. Now the third one, scarves. Is the spelling correct? No, it is incorrect. So the correct spelling is Cliffs. The spelling is correct. Fifth one, cuffs. Is the spelling correct? No. The correct spelling is Cuffs. The last one, thieves. The spelling is incorrect. The correct spelling is Thieves. So you may note down all the words with the correct spelling in your notebook. Now the next part is tick the words with the correct spelling. So let's read out the words given here once. Leaves, diaries, daisies, babies, elves, parties. So are you able to identify the words with the correct spellings? The words with the correct spellings are leaves, diaries and daisies. And the words with incorrect spellings are these three. And let's see which is the correct spelling of each of these. So babies, the correct spelling is BABIES. And for elves, the correct spelling is ELVES. And for parties, the correct spelling is PARTIES. You may note down these words with the correct spellings in your notebook. Now let's move on to the next section. It is the writing exercise. And this is your homework for the day. Now imagine that you are a neem tree. Write a story about what happened to you one day. Remember to use words such as first, then, next and finally to give a structure to your story. You may use the hints how your day was going before the incident, what you saw or what happened, how the issue got sorted, how your day ended. So in this exercise, you are asked to write a story about a neem tree. You have to imagine yourself as a neem tree and imagine that one day you come across a difficult situation. You have to think about it, make notes and you have to write a story about how you overcame that difficult situation. And you may use the hints given here. You can write the story in the space provided here in the textbook itself. So you may do this as a homework. Light up your imagination and creativity. Write a story here, take a picture and send us to teams. So that's all for today, children. We'll see you in the next class. Till then, bye.